Guys, listen, I've been a fan for 40 years, yeah. I stood on the Kop in the 80s when it was standing. I have been going to matches throughout, the good and the bad times, and I'm going up on the 29th of October to see Leeds. So I'm a real supporter. I've seen good and bad and good times. I've seen Dalglish leave and our demise, then seen us lift the Champions League and the Premier League title to put us back on the perch. Who helped us achieve this? FSG and Klopp, yeah? Both. During the period of 2018 to 2020, we were united. The disunity started in September 2020 when we bought Thiago. And I'm not saying it was the wrong thing to do, but it was not how we did things. This then carried on with the crisis in defence in the winter of 2020-21. Then when we renewed contracts for Hendel, Milner and Salah, we've got to be real. The disunity, I believe, has pushed Edwards out. He was being pulled one way then the other, a manager who wanted what he wanted and wasn't getting it, and owners who were not willing to go the extra mile to get what the manager wanted, and owners blaming the manager for not following the system. I believe we are at a pivotal point now where the owner and management either can bridge the gap or we see a parting of ways. This is just what happens, exactly what happened with Brendan Rodgers with the transfer committee, then poor results after getting close, then he was sacked. True, that's probably because we could get Klopp, and I don't see a Klopp out there right now. But to think the owners will never sack Klopp is just wrong. I've seen managers and players, even owners, come and go. I've seen worse times than these, yeah? Change happens all the time in football, but one thing that must not is the unity in the supporters. We must stay united, continue supporting the badge, not the owners, not the manager, not the players, but the institution of Liverpool. All right, a true supporter will be realistic and accept the rough with the smooth. And it's that time now. We need to be there to support and let the inner circle of the club fix or break or start again. It's not the first time, guys. Just stick with it.
Evening, everybody. Liverpool supporters and the Kop-Ish community. I'm absolutely stunned. Absolutely stunned with what I saw today. Let's first of all get one thing straight. I did not believe that we were going to beat Arsenal today. Fact. I did not believe we were going to beat Arsenal today because the way we've been playing, Bournemouth and Rangers were just a smokescreen. Now, I really need to break this down because there's a few things that watching the game, I needed to vent and air. And you know what, guys? I was on, I caught the back end of the watch along. And at the end, I saw you guys having a bit of a discussion around, is it Klopp, if it FSG, this, that and the other. And you were going to swap over for the match reaction. Guys, I am that livid. I'm just going to have my bath and soak in my own self-pity, unfortunately. I might listen to you guys, but I'm that wound up. First and foremost, the formation. I like the formation and the starting 11. I thought, you know what? Let's go for this. We've always been going on about how Klopp's very rigid in his approach. So this was, for me, something that we could have used and utilised, which I thought might have given him a bit of a shake-up, something that people aren't always used to. Let's freshen up a little. So I thought that was good. Then we got that penalty decision, which was a blatant penalty. And we didn't get it. And I thought, VAR thought, yes, it's penalty. Yeah, penalty. No, carry on. I was like, what? You're not giving a penalty? So at that point, I thought, okay, this referee is going to really, really give us a hard time for 90 minutes. And actually it did. Conversations have been had about Trent and his right-back defensive duties. I'm fed up with talking about Trent and his right-back defensive duties. I don't know what Klopp... I don't know. I don't know whether Klopp can see that. He keeps... I'm not even going to talk about that. Matip looked like a drunken giraffe today, guys. A drunken giraffe. Yes, I said it. A drunken giraffe. Salah, I'm glad you took him off. But here's the thing. Here's the conundrum, you man. Listen very carefully. Now, Salah has got his boost wage and he's not getting any bonuses anymore to bring up his wage to what he's getting. He's thinking, I'm getting a flat wage anyway every week. Why should I now run my arse off scoring goals and doing everything else that I need to do to get what I deserve? You don't need to now. He's getting it all the time. Henderson and Elliott. Jota was taken off. The formation then fell apart. Arsenal then could ping the ball around. Henderson and Elliott. I have no problem with Elliott. He's young. He's learning his trade. Why is he on the left side of midfield? Henderson. He's learnt his trade. Why is he on the right side of midfield? Listen, guys, we ain't getting top four. We are not getting top four. We have to question Klopp. I've always questioned FSG. But in relation to Klopp, we need to start questioning the Kaiser. We do. How it panned out today was just not acceptable. To all you Arsenal fans out there, celebrating, salivating, going on with yourselves. For all those Arsenal fans that have the audacity to come in to our Kopish community, we welcome you with open arms, with warm embrace, and have banter and ting. Listen to me very carefully. When's the last time you beat Liverpool? When was the last time? So, let me say something to you. Take it all in. Savour the moment. Because when we're back, it not happen again. And for those geezers, ladies alike, watching the Kop-Ish, like, comment, subscribe, and smash that like button, son. Peace.
Big up, lads. The entire club at this moment in time is rotten from top to bottom. We've got owners who do not want to invest. We've got a brilliant manager who is not showing his brilliant side. Very poor in-game management. Very reactionary rather than being proactive. And then we've got a bunch of players who think they've done it all. They lack the hunger, the desire. Yeah, it's just very poor. Very, very poor. I don't know. Well, the game went the way the game should go. We concede a very early goal. This time it was like within a minute. Defensively caught out again. Our defenders not knowing who to mark, where to go, which gaps to fill in. We fight back. Then right before the first half, we concede again. Right before the first half. So the first half was, yeah, I don't know. Now going with that attitude onto the second half, we came back again. But then the defensive substitutions, yeah, rather than going attacking or rather than trying to do counter, we go defensive. This one hurts. This one hurts more than the other results for the season. The reason it hurts more is because at moments we felt like we can get something out of the game, even though we started off really poor. But then the expectations we had and the outcome, it's totally two different stories. I've got to give it to Arsenal. They are a really good team. They deserve all the praise. Very young manager and team. Yeah, they're doing bits right now. So yeah, kudos to them. But what are we doing? When are we going to wake up? When are we going to realize that the standards we've set by ourselves in the past seasons, yeah, let's just write off the league for the season. What's there is no expectations for the Premier League. If we can somehow salvage something in the domestic cups, if we can make a good run in the Champions League, saying that, I mean, we haven't even qualified properly yet. We've got to face Rangers at their home ground, so we are going away. How is the team going to pick themselves up and dust themselves off from such bad performances? Yeah, but let's see what these guys do. They are not filling me with any sort of motivation, any sort of positivity at this stage. So yeah, that's why I look upbeat, and waking up at 2:30 a.m. To watch that, and then having to work throughout the day. It's not worth it, but as a fan, you just can't stop watching your team. So it is easier for me now, a little more easier, because I've kind of accepted the way the season is going. I have given up expectation, but it still hurts. Anyway, guys, hope you all been blessed. Big up Matt, Drifty, Callum. We move.
Arsenal 3, Liverpool 2. What do I say to this? What do I say to this? It's bad enough losing to them scumbags at Toilet Trafford, yeah? But them lot, oh my god, the amount of stuff I've had from Arsenal, man. Yeah, listen, look, it could have been a draw, but we weren't good enough. Simply not good enough. We couldn't do the basics of defending, the art of defending. Now, I don't know. I'm not a coach expert, but someone tell me how in the space of 2 to 3 months you've gone from on point with the defending till just being awful trash. I mean, at this moment, Nottingham Forest have got a better defense than us. I mean, what was that? What was that? Yeah? And the maddest thing is that Gomez defended better in 20 minutes than the whole of the back line. And that includes Simicast, which is everyone's so-called favourite. He was sleeping as well, so let's get it straight. Trent. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on with you. You need just to sit down and chill. Like if it was me, you know what? Ramsey's fit, play Gomez and Kanati. That should be our backline. That should be our starting two. And if they mess up, they mess up because Matip sleeping, VVD, his mind's in the World Cup, and that's poor. And he is. Let's be real. He's playing within himself, and that's poor, man. You know what I mean? And Salah, he's doing an Aubameyang. He is doing an Aubameyang. He signed a new contract and he's gone missing.
And I didn't think he'd be that player, but he has, and it's worrying. And we lost Origi, Taki, which is fair enough, squad players, and we lost Mane. But how can one man affect the whole team lineup? Now, again, Nunes, I'm not his biggest fan. I didn't want him at the club. I don't rate him, but he had a decent game yesterday. And again, there was times we were a bit lackluster in terms he was free on the space on the left, which Diogo Jota should have passed to him, but he never did. He never did. And it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. So where do we go from here? The key is, where do we go from here? I thought Klopp made the wrong substitutions. I mean, putting Henderson on the right, Salah was trash, to be honest, but he should have put on Carvalho. He was awful, Salah, awful, trash. And then having Elliott on the left, Henderson on the right. Where's the pace? Where's the width? Taking off Jota. He's him, Nunes, who had a decent game, and Bobby, keep them on, you know what I mean? Thiago done alright, but again, defensively, he's just not great. And he was shattered. Hendo and this new allegation, which I've seen, which I pray to God if that's not true, because if that is not true, I ain't watching the club, I ain't going to any games until he's out. But again, we'll see. So, and yeah, we were just, every time Arsenal attacked, we were just shaky. But I just don't know. Something's missing. The Klopp has to figure it out. Now, if Curtis Jones is fit, he needs to come into the lineup. I'm sorry. We need some energy. We need some youth. We need something different in there. So we'll see what happens. And it's just, I'm frustrated. There's not much to say. Arsenal 3, Liverpool 2. Big up my brother, Umit, my cousin Leslie. I'm signing out. I'm just signing out. You know what? Rangers, I couldn't care less, to be honest. I can't believe City, whether we win or draw, I can't even care less. And then City, Manchester City next week. Manchester City next week. Oh my God. It's going to be fun, isn't it? It's going to be fun. Yay, yay, yay. Yay. And I'm going to end it like this. If Klopp finishes 8th next season, listen, he's done well. It's time to go. And I'm not a reactionary fan because I understand the club, I understand the history, I've been watching them long enough. But from where we are, we're a big club, from challenging for the title, doing the contributor 8th, it's not good enough. It is not good enough. And you can talk about settlement and that. I'm sorry, but Arsenal 3, Liverpool 2, I'm signing out.
Big up Kopish and all the viewers. Arsenal 3, Liverpool 2. It's so deflating. So deflating. We always say the midfield is the engine of a team. And since 2019, we have bought only 2 midfielders, Thiago and Firmino. Not good enough. And I don't know if it's Klopp or what's his name? Pep Linders' decision to play Mo Salah so wide. The guy was playing his best football since he came to us in one position. I don't know why they have to change his position. They're playing him so wide. I think next time, if they are so obsessed playing him wide like this, they might as well play him outside the stadium. That's not good enough. Anyway, we need to bounce back, man. Big game next weekend. Apparently, Trent and Diaz might be out of this game. Could be Thiago as well. So I don't know how we are going to perform, man. Anyway, move. That's it.